Hello friends, welcome back. I hope everybody is going to have a lovely Sunday. I hope your weekend has gone super well so far. Welcome back to Phil Plays Bass, guys. Today there's going to be some bass playing, if you can believe it. Welcome Mike and Akil. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Always appreciate your presence. Really appreciate it. Mike, I thought you were going to be at church today, or maybe you're on your way, or just about to pack and go. In any case, thank you for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. I cannot say it enough. Akil, how you doing, man? Are you enjoying the post exams? The weight lifted off your shoulders, I suppose. Congrats, dude. I hope you've got the results and everything's good. Oh no, Mike. Your wife has COVID? Oh God. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you're here. And Zahar, welcome, guys. The Three Stooges are here. We're missing a few, but you know, so far there's three of you. So thanks for joining, guys. Zahar, you've got I'm sorry that the app wasn't working for you, man. It could be something on my end. But if you could tell me what browser you are using to get to the app, maybe there's something like that. Maybe it's a different. I'm not sure. Maybe Russia has different browser standards. It could be that there's other things. Opera. I have not tested the app on Opera, so I will do that after the stream. Real quick, great news, guys. I completely forgot when I said I was going to stream on Sunday. I forgot that I have to go and pick up my brother from the airport. So it's going to be a slightly shorter one today because he is landing in about an hour's time. A time for him to sort of pick up his things and all of that. I'll have to get the car and go and get him. He flew from Shanghai via Dubai this morning, and he's about to land in Belgium. I'm going to see my brother for the first time in a couple of years, so it's going to be lovely. And he's probably going to be on the stream tomorrow, and we're going to have a chat. It's going to be awesome. The app didn't work for me on Edge, but it does on Google Chrome. Correct, Mike. Although, yeah, I'm glad you managed to get it to work eventually, but that should be something that I need to fix that, because if most people's favorite browsers don't display the app properly, then I've got some work to do. I've got some more work to do. But between all the piano practicing I have to do at the moment and all of the thinking I have to do with regards to the teaching, it's like there's like several fronts, it's like the Western Front, you know. I have to fight on on every possible front, and I want to keep up with my bass playing. So I'm glad this stream is essentially going to become more and more like my actual 1 hour or 45 minutes. I can actually get some practicing done. So we'll do a little bit of that today as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to cut it short since my dear brother is joining us. The family is going to be reunited for the first time in a couple of years, so it's going to be great. Salute to Phil's brother. Thank you, Mike. By the way, I hope your wife gets better. You said she'd gone through the worst of it at the moment. I hope she gets better. It seems like it's just one thing after the other. I'm really sorry to hear that. Zahar says, new bass in the back. Is there a new bass at the back? Is there? Which one? The black one, or the you guys have seen my regular jazz bass before, and my very first bass, the chord action bass. But I'll play a little bit of the black one. The black one. It's a Harley Benton, Very, very cheap, but for the price, could not find a better bass. It's literally less than $200, and it's extremely, extremely good for the price. Really, I could not dream of finding instruments like that when I first started playing. So grateful for the guys at Harley Benton. Very, very grateful. Let's jump straight in onto our little timer over on the app. Oh, you know, right. Yeah, it's not live on the actual website yet. That's cool. I just set up a timer. Just set up a random timer there. Countdown timer component. No, just online timer. That'll do. I'll do just fine. So what are we going to start with today? Like I said, I've practiced keys a lot today, so fingers are a little bit warmed up, but not really when it comes to the fingerboard and the neck. So it is not fretless, Sahar. It's just it's a regular P bass. Okay, fine. I'll show you. Oh, how am I gonna grab it? Okay. I swear that you guys have seen this one before. Black P bass. Pretty cool looking. Black head, rosewood fretboard. Is it? Not sure. Could be. Could be. Could I play bass with a bass? Might have to try that one day. Try and do some bass slides. I'm gonna damage both by doing these sort of silly things. But yeah, it's a really cool looking bass. And like I said, it's a Harley Benton. There we go. Yep, Harley Benton. The real deal, guys. The real deal. Harley Benton Progressive Series. And it's a very, very decent bass for the price. Like I said, totally worth the $200. With a little bit of setting up, they do some really, really cool stuff, and I'll play a bit of it later. Will I make it fretless? I don't know. I would have to buy another one because I do like the sound of the sort of discount P bass sound that it has. I really like it, and it wouldn't be the same without frets. I know it's not a definitive thing. You can refret it, blah blah blah. But I would rather buy a new fretless. But my funds have to be sort of directed at the right things at the moment. And buying a new bass, sadly, is not one of the top priorities. It is always there for sure, as we know. If I could buy all the basses in the world, I would. But for now, I have to spend my money wisely. And it's a bunch of subscriptions and probably some more equipment for the stream. Yeah, maybe like a soundboard. I'd love to have a soundboard. I think it would really start bringing the stream to life. Just the most annoying sounds, the most annoying memes. There would be some Trump memes, obviously. They would only be the best. They would only be the best memes. The greatest memes. The greatest memes. It's the greatest memes. Everybody's talking about him. The greatest memes. At some point. But you guys remember this lovely, lovely Hadrian Fraud exercise. Fraud, not fraud. Why does this keep changing all the time? I'm big and then I'm small and then I'm big again and I'm small again. Hadrian, the legend. The living legend that is Hadrian Fraud. And he's got a couple of really cool exercises, one of them being this one.
Ways, basically. The first one goes like this.
Very, very cool little exercise there. And I'm going to play it to my click. Why do I keep closing that window? Phil, playspace.com, the app, and then the metronome. Could use a little bit of a tune as well, but oopsie, I haven't done it. It's fine. We don't need to be tuned for. Okay, click should be coming through. We don't need it that loud, just a little bit. Okay, so he starts it off. It's basically a one finger per fret exercise, starting with a on a G. And what's cool about this exercise is that you go up chromatically. So basically this movement, but spread over 4 strings. That's basically all it is in terms of the notes. But when we get to this one, the next one, we reach over to the E string, or the whichever next string you've got on. I'll do it as if it was a 4th string. See what I mean? So a bit of a sort of reach. Got to do a bit of reaching over to the next chromatic note. So we're not getting it on the same string. We're doing this sort of this thing that Hadrian's very, very fond of. As you guys know, it's very, very important that that you practice at a tempo that allows you to play the strings, to play the notes without any sort of any of that kind of noise, any of that sort of parasitic noise that we've got sometimes when we don't put enough pressure on the string, or when we're just over the fret wire. Gives us a little bit of that sort of unstable quality to the sound. That's not what we want. What we want is a nice as long as your pinky finger doesn't slip under the string like mine just about did, you're good to go. Really like this exercise. The second one, very, very similar, but equally great. Yeah, let's go. So it's really, really similar, but we play groupings rather than we go up in groups of notes rather than just playing one note and then the one below and then up and then down and up and down in steps like that. In this case, play 1 down, 2 up. So 1 down, 2 up, basically. 1 down, 2 up, 1 down, 2 up. And that's the continuation of this exercise. Ooh, I've got to slow this one down. Okay. Back to the time, back to the metronome. 2, 3, 4. Ah, come on. No. Big fan of this exercise, especially the reaching over to the next string to get the this nice little chromaticism. It's really useful thing to have in your toolkit, and this is 100% going to become a part of my regular practice routine. For sure. Has anybody seen anything cool recently in terms of bass? Any cool videos? Any new artists that you've discovered? Anything at all? Or I don't know, new things that have happened in the AI world? I haven't really, in terms of music. Seems like the things keep on sort of just chugging along. For now, no major breakthroughs. The quality of the AI music production is still kind of low, at least for the free tiers of whatever tools we're using. In terms of other exercises, I've got to, before I start doing these shenanigans, I've got to go back to this thing. You guys are familiar with, you are familiar with the our Lars Lehmann exercise. 3, 4. Oof, jeez, 2 in a row, pretty deadly, pretty lethal for the fingers. Although, how so very good as a warm-up. Very cool. Right hand, a little bit of a right hand warm-up. Shall we do some Deantown in celebration of Joe Dart appearing on the Scott's Bass Lesson channel? And boy, what a cool appearance that was. Very cool. I realized that I was playing the intro wrong. There's something like that going on. Shall we check out the video real quick? Because obviously he does play it. Scott's Bass Lesson. Wolfpack Deantown performance. Let's go. Just before.
Different tempo live too.
There we go. Sadly, not the real Joe Dart, but just the Scott's Bass Lesson cardboard cutout. Unfortunately, this is the best we can get at the moment, until we become so big that Joe Dart is begging us to join the stream. But no, just kidding. I was playing the intro wrong. I thought it was the same chord. I thought he played the same chord twice, but he isn't. So I don't know if you guys had noticed, but that's the real deal. I know, Mike. I'm very sorry to disappoint. Unfortunately, no Joe Dart, no real Joe Dart on the channel, but his output certainly is. So let's see if I can still play that tune. I've got my little Logic. I've got my little Logic screen somewhere. There it is. As you guys know, there's a little backing track available on the Patreon, as far as I remember. It's not the most amazing backing track, but it does the job. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move to the Here we go. How does it go? Come on. Nice. Right hand's feeling pretty warm, not too happy. I did manage to get it right eventually. So yeah, apologies for the little mistakes there, but it does work. Jeffrey and Nate are here. Thank you for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope your Sunday is going really well so far, and it will end just the same way. I hope you have a lovely Sunday, is what I'm trying to say. Right, what time is it? Okay, cool. I've got about 15-20 minutes left. Like I said, guys, I've got to pick up my brother from the airport in a little while. He's landing in Brussels, so I'm gonna have to go and get the car, go pick him up. He's visiting from Shanghai, from China. So my brother's going to be on the stream tomorrow, most likely. How cool is that? You guys are gonna meet my brother for the second time. Base units, I like that. I did forget a little bit more of Hadrian. Remember at the end of the video, he does this sort of indulgent
Fly of the bumblebee, which we get
flight of the bumblebee.
already. It goes like that.
Jeez. So yeah, this is Hadrian Ferraud. Adrien Ferraud. His name sounds like fraud, I've just realized. And he's everything but. It's not the most useful exercise if not for the fact that all of these cool little chromaticisms is something that I personally sort of struggle with. Being able to lift your fingers, it's pretty damn hard. But I've always struggled with these two, the recalcitrant ring finger and pinky finger. Mike, can you turn up your YouTube a bit? My apologies. I will play the clip again, Mike. Yeah, it was actually very quiet.
This is mainly for soloing and like already. It goes like that. this
So yeah, this is me, Adrien. Nate says we jammed to Under the Boardwalk last night for like an hour. Campfire outside jam was awesome. Oh, mate, that sounds like a really good time. Michael, oh, come on, that's insane. Yeah, it certainly is insane. It is. I think you have to be insane to get to that level a little bit, or so obsessive. I don't know. I don't know. But there are some really interesting and cool technical elements to this exercise. This sort of subtle position shift that you have to do every single time you go to get that B and C. So we start with the index finger on the B on the D string, fret 9 on the D string, and then our pinky finger immediately goes to get the B flat. Could get it here, but no, that's not the point. The point is to rake and to play 2 notes for the price of 1. Like we said, Hadrian's very fond of this technique, and that's what essentially propels his playing. And the fact that he can play so fast is that he makes full use of this. It's just very clever use of this technique, and obviously his technique is just, it's rock solid, absolutely rock solid, undefeated, master of speed and articulation and dexterity on the instrument, absolutely insane. Pinky finger on the B, index finger on the B, pinky finger on the B flat, and then chromatic descent down to a G. And then, in order to get that C, it's our middle finger that will get that C. So. My bad. B flat. B flat. And there it is. So every time we have to go and get that C, it's going to be our middle finger. And I can't remember exactly how fast I managed to get it yesterday, but let's give it another shot. Mike says, I would love to visit China, but I wouldn't care about seeing the big cities. I want to see the villages and open plains like in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I think the Chinese government has actually turned some of its land into what would you call it? A little bit like a reenactment. They've got this sort of museum of Chinese rural life. That's essentially a living museum, I think. And I think they've got people actually working there as not actors. They're actually working the land with the methods, the ancestral methods, and it apparently looks enchanting. So Google is your friend. I think it's possible to get a glimpse of what life would have been, perfect life. It's obviously a bit of a propaganda effort to sort of draw, to sort of put the spotlight on how and why China is culturally such a beautiful country, blah blah blah. You can understand why they're doing it. I think the effort it's a little bit like an amusement park more than the real thing. It's an idealized version, I think, of what rural life would have been like in China. Mike, we will do a bit of Googling in a minute and see if we can find it. It's not so much related to bass, but tangentially. All right. A Flight of the Bumblebee. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, maybe I should try slower first. Okay, put it at 100. I'm biting more than I can chew. Can't really do it today. Oh, I know why. I know why. I wasn't playing it on the tractor. I was playing it on the... you know how Lamborghini makes... Historically, Lamborghini, as a brand, used to make tractors. And then they started to make super high-end sports car. But essentially, they're the same brand for both tractors, and the tractors are apparently excellent, some of the best tractors in the world, as seen on Clarkson's farm. If anybody from the UK watches Jeremy Clarkson's antics on his farm. Okay, let's go. I need to figure out the transition between the two. Yeah. I think we're good to go at 120 again. 2, 3, 4. Man, this is so good for the right hand. So good for the right hand. I can already feel the burn after like 20 seconds of it. I love it. Okay, 130. Let's go. Oh, jeez. That hurts. My oh my. And 135. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Never mind. Never mind. The muscles in the forearm need a little bit of a break. This is the end of this little break. Let's go back to 135. What is up, Mood 777 YT? Bud. Welcome, dude. Thanks for joining the stream. What do you do, bro? Are you a musician? Are you a bass player? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm taking advantage of the technique. I'm actually a beginner and want to get indulged in the section of electric guitars. Very good. Welcome, Mood 777YT. We always welcome people who say hello in the stream. So hello, dude. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Philippe, that's amazing. Mike, it's actually easier than it seems. Once you get the hang of it, because it's such a short loop, you get many repetitions very quickly of this exercise, even at a very slow tempo, which actually I should be doing, because I am not taking advantage of the raking, the double. You know, remember that. I should be doing this every single time. Please convince me that it's easier than it seems. It really is, Mike. You're gonna have to try it for yourself. I promise you. If not, we'll jump on the call very soon, which we need to talk about, Mike. We need to schedule a call when you're free, obviously, and I'll show you that. Mood says, I'm thinking of buying the Fender Sonic Start 1. Should I take that one? Very, very, very good question. Is anyone familiar with the Fender Sonic Start 1 thing? Let's check it out, dude. Fender Sonic Start. Is it called Start 1? Sonic Start, probably. Or Strat. Oh, you meant Sonic Strat. My bad. Fender Sonic Stratocaster. That's probably what you meant. Square Sonic Stratocaster. How good is it? It is a guitar, but after all, you're not the only guitar player here. I'm looking at you, Mike, and Nate. And Akil, I think. Akil is a guitar player as well. Sounds decent, dude. I think your first instrument really shouldn't be a huge concern as long as you're not spending stupid money on something that you won't really be able to tell the difference. It's only after a few months or a few years of playing that you'd be able to tell the difference. Let's say a few months. If you're a very dedicated somebody who's very dedicated to practice, in a few months, you might be able to tell the difference between a really good guitar and a cheaper one. But when it comes to just starting out, I reckon it's actually even better to start on a cheaper guitar, because they might just be a little bit harder to play, just a little bit. And once you switch to a better quality instrument, you'll have an edge for sure, and you'll be double motivated to practice on this instrument, because it will feel like butter for sure. But for a beginner, I would not recommend spending a ton of money. How much are these? Marcus Miller. How much are these Fender Sonic Stratocaster? Oh, sorry, my VPN is in Czech money. Fender Squire Sonic. Yeah, I mean, for that price, dude. It's a good question, dude. I have more experience with Harley Benton guitars. Do they make a Strat? They must make a Strat. ST style guitars. Yeah, so it looks like Harley Benton also does Stratocasters. I've got more experience with Harley Benton. In fact, I was just talking about it, Mood. And I know that these are really good quality instruments. Maybe not the super basic model. I mean, £70 might be a little bit too cheap for a guitar, really. But something that would be around the $200 mark. Can't go wrong with that, really. Harley Benton Fusion. Harley Benton HY blah blah blah. Highway, I suppose. Harley Benton's got also has a range of cheaper guitars, so check them out. I think it's probably in your sort of price range, possibly. Nate says that they're good guitars. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Or a Bronco, I'd suggest as well. Bronco Bullet. Bronco Bullet? Bronco bullet guitar. Maybe not. Obviously, if I type guitar, I might not be getting anything correct. Oh man, Fender Bronco. Oh, you mean Fender Bronco? Fender Squire Bronco bass, Fender Squire Sony Bronco bass, blah blah blah. Okay, Squire Bullet is also good. You guys are such a well of knowledge of gear. Honestly, I'm so impressed. Squire Bullet. How much is that in regular money? In GBP. Yeah, surely that's not okay. £150. £150, dude. That is crazy. £150 for oh, that's a Mustang. Never mind. Where's the Bronco? Where are they? I know we were looking at the Bullet. I have the attention span of a toddler. Seriously. Fender Squire Bullet Stratocaster. There we go. Okay, that's the thing. That's the real deal. And cheap as well. Very cheap as well. Amplifiers, Nate. And Mike, at the end of the day, you both are guitar players as well as bass players. Guitar amps, I'd say anything small and Fender, really. Yeah. You're right, the little Fender frontmans are pretty good. I used to have one. I think I still have it, actually. Fender frontman. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to really gig with that, obviously, but for practicing, perfect. CZK money is money from Czechia. For some reason, Mike, that's my Czech Republic, sorry. My VPN is set to Czech Republic. I must have misclicked. I probably would have meant to go to the UK or US. Bye-bye, me gotta go study. Dude, go study, go practice. I hope this was insightful, Moody. Would love to earn your subscription or at least a little thumbs up on the video, bro. Would be much appreciated. Come join us. I stream 3 times a week, and it's fun. We have a good time. Biggest hump will be if you stick to it and continue practicing. Most of my students, 90%, don't get over the hand dexterity part and drop the instrument altogether, and it just collects dust. That is the sad reality of it. Akil said, I also have an amp, but neighbors get mad when I use it. Sad thing, for real. No doubt, dude. Thankfully, I don't have any neighbors. And the bass, you can just... I mean, it's absolutely fine to just practice with your headphones in and just DI'd. Most gigs, sound engineers... Ooh. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Most sound engineers will be happy to just DI you because it just gives them more control over what's happening on stage. Even if it's not the most sort of pleasant sound, you can still get some pretty good... Yeah, as long as it sounds good up front, right? So don't invest a lot unless you're already fully dedicated into a starting rig setup, for sure. For sure. Wise words, Nate. Wise words. Indeed. Oh, crap. Guys, I've got to go. It's no problem for me to be early, but it would be a problem if I was late, because he's going to be jet-lagged to hell, my poor brother. Anyways, a $60 interface will end up getting you almost infinite amps and pedals, for sure. Yep. Although harder to gig with that kind of setup and get a decent full sound, but good advice altogether. You guys, all of that advice. I'm gonna have to shoot, guys. Like I said, I've got to pick up my brother from the airport. He's going to be landing in about half an hour, and time for me to sort of get changed, get underway. I should be able to catch him. So, thank you for joining me today, guys. I will be streaming tomorrow, most likely with my dear brother, unless he decides to shoot off and party in town. He's not much of a party animal, so we'll find out. Nate, really appreciate you've just listed all the names there for me to for me to say goodbye to. Akil, myself, Jeffrey, Zahar, Mood, Nate. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I will see you again tomorrow, 100%, and a bit more substantial practice time, no doubt. I'll be on the lookout for some more interesting things and catch up on the progress of some older things that I haven't been on top of recently. Thank you all. Thank you all. Take care. Have a lovely end of your weekend. A good start to your week tomorrow, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Toodles. Thank you all very much.